Hello, good evening. We're back for another episode of Furret Pokemon Diamond. So let's just head straight on in. Now, we were about to face Mr. Crasher Wake, and I believe we were debating whether or not we should teach Shockwave. Obviously, electric, good against water types, but I think at this point we're level 40. The last gym maxed out at level 30, so I think we're just going to go with return and see how it goes. I don't think we'll have too many problems here. I'm pretty sure he has a Floatzel as his main thing. This gym's really cool, actually. One of the coolest puzzles, I think, with the rising and lowering of the water level. The water gyms generally are always quite cool. I really liked the Sword and Shield one with the jet hose puzzle thing. You have to turn them on and off to get past them. That was really cool. And yeah, level 26, so I don't really think we'll have a huge amount of problems in here. So we'll just go for it. And we're taking no damage now. I think this is the weird point in Diamond and Pearl that I talked about a bit earlier in the series, where we kind of do so much stuff before we start getting gym badges that there is a bit of a boss rush scenario later in the game where we pretty much just go around the map and beat all the bosses. Yeah, so we have to press this. Oh, it went down. I thought that was going to go up. Aha! And fishermen usually have Magikarp, so if he does, it will be a nice easy battle. Although they do have Poliwags and stuff. Barboach. It's kind of useful, I think, that the water gym is this early in the game. Gym 4 rather than like Gym 8 or whatever. Because Whiscash can be very scary. I don't know, I've never used one. I've never really paid that much attention to Whiscash, but it's groundwater. It's the same type as Swampert, and Swampert is just a boss. So I think it's definitely an underrated Pokemon in my book. I mean, the things I use are not necessarily the strongest things. I never really play by any particular meta. I just use what I like when I do not even competitive battles. Like, I've never done proper competitive very much. I've done a bit of online battling in Gen 6, 7 and a little bit in Sword and Shield, but not too much in Sword and Shield. I am looking forward to, I guess, the end of this year when these expansions are both out. I personally am holding off to see what their plan is afterwards, because if we get another 2 expansions next year, which I think is quite likely, then it's probably going to also have another 2 if we have another 2 next year, we'll have 4 in total, so they'll probably release like a bulk expansion pass offer thing, like a complete edition of the game. And if that includes the base game, I'll just get Shield, because I already have Sword. And then I'll have Shield with all the DLC, and that'll be fine. There we go. But yeah, the teams I use for online battling are largely just my favourites. I don't know, I've never been one to hugely follow the meta in any game. It's just not as fun, really. Doing the same thing as everyone else if they've already worked it all out. Like, you just pick up a guide and follow the instructions. There's no real fun to that. I like exploring, I like figuring things out. Even as far back as my original console, the SNES was my first console. And I played a lot of Super Mario World. And I can't remember the exact number. I think it's like 94% complete is the maximum for that game, which is odd. But there's a secret level hidden underneath the 2 wooden bridges that connect the left and right islands, I guess. And there's a hidden stage underneath there that took me about 12 years to find, and this was back before you just googled anything you couldn't find in a game. And yeah, like, I mean, it would have been nice to find it earlier, basically, but the fact that I found it myself by complete accident was just so much more rewarding for me, and I prefer that kind of thing in my games, so I don't really like looking up the guides. I like just trying stuff and seeing how it works, basically. So, I think the best competitive, in inverted commas, team that I've ever used is Water Team, which I made in Gen 5. I was at uni then, and I had a couple of friends who played quite a lot of Pokemon with me, and we just made good teams and battled each other over and over again. Oh, it's a Gyarados. It's only level 24, so it shouldn't be a problem. Intimidate is a pain. Oh, it did live. Well, it's locked into Thrash, so we'll oh, I was going to switch to Sucker Punch and save a return. Hopefully not need to go out and heal, but oh well, it's dead now anyway. I feel like I've got a bit of an echo today. I'm sitting in a different position. Let's move a little bit away from the wall, and that's a bit better. And another Barboach. This is another one of those weird Pokemon. It feels like Barboach is a Gen 4 Pokemon to me. You didn't see it a huge amount in Hoenn, but it is a Gen 3 Pokemon, which is weird. It's kind of like Slugma and Macargo. A lot of people think they are Gen 3 Pokemon, but they're actually Gen 2. But you found them in like one place. That doesn't seem right. This what we're meant to be doing? Yeah, I think this is right. And then the blue takes it all the way up to the top, and we can go to the gym leader, I think. So we'll probably be about 10 minutes in before we finish this gym. So I'd like to think that today we can get some of the Team Galactic stuff done. I'm pretty sure we have to chase that guy who's outside the... is it the Great Marsh? I might even go in there just for a bit of fun, because we're obviously not going to be doing this very quickly. I think we're already approaching like 6 or 7 hours. So, seeing as we're using this as a test run, I might just do a bit of exploring as well. We are running out of returns. We may have to go... oh, we're level 41, we'll be fine. Famous last words. I think I've said we'll be fine before nearly every gym, and we've lost every single gym, I think. We might have won the first one without fainting. I'm not sure. I can't remember. It was a while ago now. But we definitely had issues with Gardenia, and in the actual recording that we went ahead with, we died to Maylene as well, so I guess if we beat Crash Awake and we didn't die to Rourke, which I don't think we did, then we'll be at a 50% success rate on one-shotting the gyms, which is, I guess, not terrible for a normal type. I'm sure Crash Awake appears again in another game later on. I can't really remember. There's pretty much a water gym in every gen, and it does all kind of blur together eventually. So he is starting with a Gyarados. That's really bad for us. Intimidate right off the bat is just not ideal. Got 3 Pokemon, so this should two-shot, I think. Ideally, we don't want to drop any of this Pokemon into around about that health range, which we just did, because of healing. There we go. Although a Super Potion probably won't fully heal a Gyarados at this level. And this maybe could high roll it? No. So we'll save a... yeah, there we go. So it's unlikely the Gyarados is going to do anything except attack. It doesn't have a great moveset of non-attacking moves at this level, because Magikarp only knows Splash and Tackle. And then I think as soon as you hit level 20 you get Thrash, and then I'm not sure what you get after that. Quagsire is an interesting one. This could do a lot of damage if we don't deal with it quickly. Okay, don't paralyze, good. And then, ooh, he did potion. That was not expected. Normally you have to get it a bit lower before gym leaders will go into potion range. That's unfortunate, and that's a low roll as well. And now we'll finish it, and I'm pretty sure Floatzel is his ace. Is it Floatzel or Buizel? I can't remember which one's the evolved form. Floatzel. It is a cool Pokemon with its little flotation thing. Level 30. So there's actually no increase in levels between Gym 3 and 4, which is kind of odd. Ooh, it does have a citrus berry. I think that works in our advantage, actually. And yeah, water types are just... I think the problem with water types is that there's just always so many of them that so many of them have to be kind of average. There's always a water section in pretty much every Pokemon game. I guess Galar was actually different for that. Galar doesn't have a huge amount of water types. Amnesia. That's an interesting proposition. So it raises our special defense. So next gym is the Psychic Gym though, so we do want Thief, we can't get rid of Rock Smash, and I think we do want Sucker Punch. So we'll skip out on Amnesia for now. If we do want it later on, we can get the Move Rememberer, Move Relearner. I think they changed his name at some point to teach us Amnesia. Amnesia could be really useful against a Psychic Gym, but I think it's more important that we just kill everything quickly by using our Dark type moves, and then after that gym we can move on to Hearthome City and finally get rid of Rock Smash. We can use Defog outside of battle now, which is great. We really don't want to be doing the Defog route without Defog. Brine is... So I'm thinking of Scald. Scald has a really high burn chance, so if we can learn Scald we definitely want to. This does double power under half health, which is actually really good. Can we learn it? No. Okay, never mind then. So the idea there was that it is a special attack, so it won't be doing as much as our physical moves, but we're not going to get hold of any physical water moves until post-game. So it would be nice to have Brine, because we could open up with a different move, and then Brine is almost guaranteed to finish off whatever we're fighting. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what we need to do now. Interesting. On a non-related note, I picked up a capture card this week, so I have set all that up now, and I can record my Switch and my PS4 now, which is great. Okay, we do have to follow this guy now. And we just chase this guy around, and Barry stops us now as well, I believe. I think Barry battles us, which could go badly. I don't know if he has an Empoleon yet. Yeah, okay. If he has an Empoleon, that's quite bad for us. We want to get to Hearthome City before he has an Empoleon, I think. Then we can replace Rock Smash with Brick Break, I think it is we've got. And that will just deal with Empoleon really easily. But honestly, for the time being, it's literally just going to be a return spam, which is kind of boring. So anyway, yeah, I picked up a capture card this week, so there's a few more games I'm interested in recording actually. I think I'm definitely going to do Animal Crossing. I've never played an Animal Crossing game before, but I know a lot of people, personally and online, have been desperate for this Animal Crossing to come out. My girlfriend played it a little bit one night recently. It looks quite interesting. I think we didn't get very far, but I've been seeing it pop up a lot on Twitter as well. Wait. Oh dear. He doesn't have an Empoleon anymore. So I know why that's happened. When I reset my PC, I didn't copy over the actual ROM I was using to record, which had the Furret changed over as the starter, because honestly there was no point. I have it on my hard drive anyway. I was just like, I can just use that one. But obviously in this version of the game it thinks I picked Turtwig for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it just defaults? No, I have no idea why that's happened. It should still think that I picked Chimchar, which was Furret, which was Sentret. So it should still have Barry within Empoleon, but oh well. Now, we didn't battle a lot of people on this route, so we're going to try and go the same way we did coming up to get all the way to the march. So we didn't go that way. That's a dead end. Nice use of repels right now. We went over here to dodge these trainers. Turn around. Turn around. There we go. And then we don't need to go that way. We sneak along here. Don't need to fight him or him. There he is. I think this guy was maybe modelled on the rocket grunt that we had in Red and Blue outside the house in Cerulean City. It was a bit... We battled her. That grunt's a bit weird, and in Gold and Silver... I can't remember if it's Gold and Silver or Heart Gold or Silver, he turns out to be French. And then obviously later on we had Kalos as well, so there's a lot of theories that that guy actually came from Kalos. I really want the Pokemon Company to just release the world map, because so many people have put it together and made their versions of it, but there's so many differences and things that people aren't sure about. It would be really cool for them to actually release a world map. It would be even cooler for them to release a Pokemon game with all the regions in, and you could just travel in between them. I even drew my own version of a world map one day when I was bored, and I connected them all together in a big circle and put a giant wild area in the middle, which would be really, really cool because it would make sense to have the Pokemon centers where they are in the actual games, in all the cities and stuff. But then the wild area could be this huge, enormous place that you can go off exploring in. They could put a lot of the cool, rare Pokemon in there and have no Pokemon centers, so you actually have reason to go and get berries and supplies and camp and find little villages and stuff to rest at. That would be so fun. And here's Cynthia. Again. And this whole bit is just a little odd. They did something very different with the story here. So now she's telling us to go get rid of the Psyduck. Oh, wait. I'm a bit confused. Anyway, we can save a little time now with Kaza. He can finally come in useful after all this time if I can learn to click the buttons. And he'll jump us back to the Pokemon Center we just left, so we don't have to do that little run again. And then we're going to head back up to Hearthome City. Now I'm not sure, because Cynthia's just given us the thing to get rid of the Psyduck, so I'm not sure if we can battle the 5th gym leader yet. This is a great tune. Oh yeah, I forgot this exists, this mud. Right, we don't want to really battle anyone right now, because we're fine for levels and stuff. We'll go on this weird beam. I'm not sure if we have to do this on the bike or not. Yeah, we do. Okay. don't want to listen to the bike song, really. Really? Do we have to fight you? Oh no, he is a spinner. Okay, cool. And I'm guessing this cut tree is here specifically so we can avoid him. Yeah. Now we just gotta wait here. Go, 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 go! Passing spinners is always terrifying. I'm just gonna cut through all these bushes. Oh no, wait, we do want a bird though. So maybe we should see if we can get a Starly down here. Maybe a Zubat from Mount Coronet. I'm not sure yet. Ah, it's Wooper! I like Wooper, he's so cute. Yeah, do you know what? We're just going to carry on. I'm not really in the mood to do this. We can definitely get a Starly further on. What is this house? You're a full spinner. Oh, shards for TMs. I think we have a shard. 10. Okay, well, obviously not. Okay, we made it. Fisherman. Oh, he does spin. Do we want that item? I don't really care. Oh, wait. Where have we even got to go? You're going to turn as soon as I walk. Ooh, that was close. Turn again. There we go. This route is really strange. Are you gonna spin? Yes. Oh my god, I'm pretty sure in proper speedruns they skip this route, and I can see why. It's just full of spinners. Getting unlucky could probably kill an entire run on this route. Oh, I'm gonna have to clear my throat a second, so I will mute the mic. There we go. I need to remember to actually open my drink before I start recording. That would be very helpful. Don't get me. A wild Pokemon does instead. It's looking like we're just going to get Crickettunes and stuff on here most of the time when there's a bird, generic generation bird, so Starly, Taylor, all those. If they're on a route, they're quite high encounter rates, so we'll just repel through the rest of this. He doesn't look like he is actually going to spin. An antidote, that's cool. They're always handy. He's gonna... oh no! Ooh. Double battle. Awesome. Can we get around them? Oh yeah, we can. Really don't think we need to battle these guys. We're really strong at the moment. Oh, that's backwards. Okay, we do actually have to battle these two then, I guess. Fine. I'm not sure when we get Surf, but once we get Surf I'm much less bothered about these double battles. They just take so long. I do still want our time to be respectable for a solo Furret run, and also I'm going to try and beat it next time, so having a really slow time because I did loads of stuff that I don't care about is going to make beating it quite easy, which is not really as fun. I don't know if I'll go straight onto Pearl with Furret. I might switch gears and do either Soul Silver or Heart Gold first. I need to get through those because there's a single ribbon. I don't even need it for the Pokédex. In case you haven't watched the earlier videos in the series, basically the whole reason I'm doing this is the Ribbon Master Challenge, and also to complete the Pokédex. I know you can do it all in Gen 6 and onwards, but I kinda like doing it this way. It gives me something to do, play through all the old games again. Why would you have 2 Primplubs? That's really strange. Yeah, and as part... So I've started in Gen 3 obviously, because you can't transfer forward from Gen 2 unless you go direct to Gen... I don't know if you can go to Gen 6, but you can definitely go to Gen 7 with the Virtual Console versions through Pokemon Bank. But then obviously we can't send them back in time to Ruby and Sapphire to get the ribbons from those games. Oh, why would you pick a multi-hit move? You just want to waste my time. But yeah, all the guys we've got ribbons on in Gen 3 will come up to Diamond after I've done this run through. Oh wait, I need to send out Heath. After we've done this run through, and then I can get the contest ribbons from here, the Elite Four ribbon, and there's a few weird ones in Gen 4, like there's one for having lots of money. Oh, we can't use that, we have to use Defense. Defense Gun. There we go. But we do have to do Heart Gold, Soul Silver for the challenge, for a single ribbon that we get from beating Red at the end of the game. And every time you beat Red, he disappears, and you have to then beat the Elite Four again. So all of my ribbon masters are going to have to do the Elite Four and then Red. Which shouldn't be an issue, because they're all... I believe they're all level 100 now anyway. I've trained them up because it made the Battle Tower easier. So in Gen 3, the Battle Tower is split into set level, which is level 50, and level 100 is the other one. Whereas in Emerald and every game since, if you're below level 50, they just set you to level 50 to do the Battle Tower. So it made sense to get everyone to level 100 in Sapphire and do that Battle Tower because of the limited Pokédex. This is a good tip. If you're ever going to do the Ribbon Master Challenge, it's much easier to do it in Ruby and Sapphire, because the Ruby and Sapphire Battle Tower only has the Hoenn Pokédex available, so there's like 202 I think it is, off the top of my head, and in terms of legendaries, the only ones you see in there are the Regis, because box legendaries and mythicals are all banned from Battle Towers all the time. That's always a thing. I don't know why we even bothered fighting this. Probably just as quick, to be honest. Yeah, so the worst thing you have to deal with in Mansion. There is so much stuff in Gen 4 that I just do not know about. Can we just get on with it? I want to just go to Pastoria. I don't even know if I'm going the right way anymore. Yeah, so the Regis aren't hugely horrible to deal with. They're all weak to fighting, so if you can have something on your team of 3 with Brick Break or another good fighting move, you can just plow through the Regis, no problem at all. But in Emerald, you have access to the entire Pokédex. So you have to deal with legendary birds, you have to deal with legendary dogs, and there's also a lot of really good Pokemon that aren't in the Hoenn Dex that are available in the Emerald Battle Tower that they can just wreck your day. I did start on Emerald trying to get the ribbons in the Battle Tower, and it was just hard. It's fine if you're doing a proper team to get through it, but if you're picking things that you like because you want to get the ribbons on them, you're not using optimal teams, you don't have awesome moves, and it's just really difficult. So doing it in Ruby and Sapphire is definitely a lot easier, but it does mean you have to train everything to level 100. I did see you spin. I really hope I'm not going into a dead end right now. Oh no, this is the way. Good. So we're back, I believe, to Pastoria City. No, we just left Pastoria City. We're back in Hearthome City. And I don't know, so Why are you just standing there? Want an egg? Sure. I don't even know what hatches out of this. Maybe it's a Ryulu. They give you Ryulu eggs in one of the games, I'm pretty sure. I don't know which, but we'll hatch it. Why not? Okay, so is Fantina here now? No. We still can't do Gym 5, so we've got to do all this extra nonsense first, which means we have to go to Salacian Town and then back up where the Psyduck are. So we'll go do that now and then we'll end there for the day. We'll sit next to the Pokemon daycare again and watch the Bunnelby run for another night. Oh, maybe something in the egg will be able to learn Fly. That would be really helpful. Now, I remember we went the wrong way last time. I'm pretty sure we have to go this way. Oh, we have battled some Wingulls as well. Maybe we could pick up a Pellistorm for Fly. So I believe we've battled everyone on this route anyway, so... Oh no, we haven't. We battled everyone on the next route, so... Oh, flippin' hell. That was not worth it. We don't want honey. We just want to get the story moving. Please don't battle me. Why is there a Pikachu here? That's not a Pikachu. What is going on in this game? Oh my days, I just do not understand. Why are you dressed as a Pikachu and having a Pikachu? That's super strange. Dressing as a Pikachu implies that you like Pikachu, and you've enslaved one to surprise unwitting travellers who want to come and make friends with a Pikachu. Oh well. I guess it doesn't matter if we get into battles on this route, we're gonna just annihilate everyone. And she has pink legs. Why would you have pink tights on if you're trying to pretend to be a Pikachu? That also does not make much sense. And we're here. That did not take long at all. So we don't have a flyer right now, and where's my map? I'm gonna do some planning, actually, before we finish off today. Because we're going here next, Celestic Town. And then I think once we've done that, we get sent back to Hearthome to do the gym, and then we go over to Canlave to do Gym 6 and some story stuff. So it makes sense not to heal right now. And we can... Wait, where are the Psyduck? There they are. And the secret potion, which cured Ampharos, has made its way across the world. And this little poor fella almost loses his friends multiple times. And we have a little chit chat with Cynthia, so we'll do that and then we'll stop. Yeah, I do think... I guess this is the start of the hand-holding they do in Pokemon games. She's sending us here, there and everywhere, and forcing us to follow the story. Yeah, I just looked at the map. Thanks for the helpful tips. And this is the fog route, isn't it? Oh dear. We don't have defog. Let's just get into a battle. We might be able to find a bird here. No, that thing can definitely not fly. Oh well. Yeah, so we've got our teleport location set to Hearthome City right now, because we... Did I heal there? Oh dear. No, I did heal there. I did heal there. Good. So we've got our teleport location set to there, and I did not want to get into a battle right now. Which means we can go do the story nonsense with Grandma Cynthia in Celestic Town. And then we can jump straight back, get the gym done, and then get on with our lives. because all this traipsing around is a bit of a pain in the butt, and I do not have a clue where to find a bird. Oh my, wow, how did he survive? Oh dear. That's gonna hurt. So self-destruct is one of those moves that can just wreck you. I don't remember when exactly they changed it, but originally self-destruct and explosion both lowered your defense by a large amount, which means when it hits you... Okay, when it hits you it does a lot more damage than it should. It basically has a built-in defense drop. So if you get caught off guard by something that you don't expect to know explosion or self-destruct, it can really ruin your day. Not so bad if you're using revives and potions and stuff, but if you're doing it this way, it can set you back quite drastically. I believe they did change it at some point to not be quite as punishing, but I do think it still drops your defense down. I'm not entirely sure. I'll probably look that up in a second, just curiosity. Oh, Magnitude's another move. Geodude is just full of moves that can really hurt sometimes. Magnitude picks a number between, I think it's 6 and 10 or something. 4 and 10. The higher the number, the more damage it does. Magnitude 10s are incredibly rare, but they really, really hurt. So, I just want to pick up this item, please. That's not a bird. We don't want a rock, we want a bird. Right, can we go 2 steps without an encounter? We can. And it's a hyper potion. That was not even really worth it. Ah. It's a pony. Galarian Ponyta is awesome. I love it. I have a shiny one. My housemate bred it by complete chance because I asked him to breed me a Ponyta, and it was shiny, which is amazing. I just want to see if this is the fog. Yes, it's the fog route, and we don't have defog, and I don't even know where you get defog, so there's going to be some fun in the next episode as we try and blindly get through this horrible, horrible place with all of our moves missing. So, we actually got quite a lot done today. I'm quite happy with that. Hopefully you had a bit of fun watching, and I will probably be recording something on my Switch tonight. So with Animal Crossing, I'm definitely going to do some longer episodes because I don't think I'm going to get a lot done in half an hour. I was also considering doing Spyro on the Switch as well, and at some point I would like to do some 2 Point Hospital and some... There was another game on the PC I wanted to do. I can't remember. I don't know. But I'm gonna build up a bit of a bank of recordings, I think, on other stuff, because this is an easier thing for me to do in the evenings, but there are still some days where I'm way too tired to sit and do this. Because I'm still working full time, and we've got tons of stuff going on, as I'm sure everyone in the world has. So for the days where I'm not really feeling it, I'm gonna do some late night longer recordings of Twitch stuff and upload them ready, and then I can just post them on days off, so we can keep a good stream of content coming out. So definitely follow me on Twitter. I tweet out all the videos that go up, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep in the loop and see the new stuff. And I hope you had fun, and I hope you have a good night, evening thing. I'm way too tired. I'm going to go now.